This episode of the Wolf of All Streets podcast is sponsored by Horizen and Whalefin. Please stay tuned for more information on them later in the episode. What's up, everybody? I'm Scott Melker, and this is the Wolf of All Streets podcast, where 2 times every week I talk to your favorite personalities from the worlds of Bitcoin, finance, music, art, sports, politics, basically anyone with a good story to tell. Now, in a hyper-connected world with a global economy, it makes increasingly less sense to restrict ourselves to artificial borders. The idea of digital residency is rapidly gaining steam, led by the nation of Palau, the first country to offer a blockchain-native digital residency. Here to discuss this groundbreaking move is His Excellency President Whipps of Palau. Mr. President, it's an honor to speak with you. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Scott, and it's great to be able to speak to you this morning and talk about Palau and talk about the opportunities of really creating freedom for people on the blockchain.
So let's dive right in. Why is digital residency so important?
Well, I think it really, it's the foundation of the platform where people can be able to freely trade and do activities. So it really provides for economic freedom. It takes away the boundaries and maybe the barriers that sometimes get in the way. So it's really opening up that opportunity for people to be free. We're a democratic country. We believe in freedom, and this just allows us to allow citizens of the world to have that economic freedom wherever they are.
And what does a digital residency actually look like? What are the benefits for, I'm an American, for example, for me to gain digital residency in Palau?
Well, this is really the foundation of the work that we want to start. It allows you to gives you an ID that's a government ID that is secured on the blockchain. We go through our AML and KYC processes to make sure that it's a valid ID, and then it just gives that person an opportunity to have an ID that's valid by a government. That's really the first step. And then, later on, it maybe opens up our opportunities for creating companies and doing things in the future, which we're still at the beginning stage, or the first stage is the residency. But then it'll develop into other opportunities. Hopefully, Palau we're looking into becoming a crypto exchange, allowing for crypto exchanges in Palau. So building on this platform of the residency, then we can open up into different areas. And really, for Palau, it provides a new area of opportunity, especially in the financial sector. We're small enough where we can get together and maybe be more nimble in passing regulations and adapting policies at a quicker pace to adapt to the fast-changing environment that we're in. But really, to meet the demands of the market in the world and making sure that we uphold those highest standards of financial integrity. So,
and you talk about being small and nimble. This actually passed basically every house of government through your office, correct? This is in law now.
That's right. It was something that took about 2 months to get done. But I thank our Congress. We have 2 houses, so it has to go through 3 readings in both houses, and we thank them for their understanding and their time that they spent, deliberating and getting this important piece of legislation through. We originally were hoping that maybe it would go through with the allowing for crypto exchange, but our Congress wanted a little further study in that, because that we want to make sure that our reputation as as a clean in the financial sector it stays that way. We don't want any doubts we're a small economy. We don't want countries to ban us because they think that we're doing something that's not above board. And we really just want to make sure that we do things as transparent and as safe as possible to protect the future residents and, of course, the people that live here in Palau now.
We saw the nation of El Salvador last year adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. And so we've seen a few nations starting to move in the direction of becoming somewhat crypto native. Do you have any other plans in the space beyond the crypto exchange that you already spoke of for further adoption of crypto?
Well, I think for us, one of the things that we've been exploring is the possibility of having our own stablecoin. And we've signed an MOU with Ripple to explore that possibility, and a stablecoin really based on the US dollar, backed by the US dollar, because we are US dollar, that's our currency. And that's something that, you know, for us, it really opens up that space for individuals that's difficult for them to bank, to have everything on a digital wallet and being able to move transactions around. I mean, it just opens up a new set of opportunities for our local citizens and possibly for the new residents to be able to use this digital currency. So we're still on the building blocks of that, still exploring the opportunities, but we're definitely looking at all those spaces. But digital residency was the first of the building blocks. And
would that be a central bank digital currency, an official version of the dollar used specifically by your country?
Eventually, that's the plan. I think we'll go in stages. I don't think we're ready to just start a central bank tomorrow, but step by step. That's what I always say. You know, we got to take baby steps, and you know, we got to work with the U.S. The U.S. is our partner on this. When it comes to we use the U.S. dollar, we need to make sure that their regulators are happy with what we're doing, and you know, we do it together. So we want to make sure that our partners, especially the United States and our large partners that have been with us for a long time, understand that what we're doing is really trying to harness the new technology and use it really to benefit people at the end of the day. That's our goal.
The future of cryptocurrency is a multi-chain world, and you can't have a multi-chain world without Horizen, who allows these chains to be interoperable. Horizen is the zero-knowledge enabled network of blockchains powered by the largest node system, larger than either Bitcoin or Ethereum, with scalability and flexibility unmatched by others. Blockchains built on Horizen are enhanced by ZK Snark privacy tech and provide massive throughput without compromising decentralization. Horizen can support up to 10,000 independent blockchains running in parallel and issue an unlimited amount of tokens. That's why huge projects that you love, like Celsius, Dash, IOTA GameStation, Hero Engine, and LTO Network, are all building their blockchains with Horizen. Anyone can build on Horizen using their platform Zendu, and Horizen is going to issue their own first token on Zendu this year, Zenny Token. If you're not familiar with all the amazing things that this project is doing, check them out at thewolfofallstreets.link/Horizen. That's HORIZEN. Do it now. If you're looking for a place to invest in crypto and to trade with and without leverage, earn yield, all backed by institutional grade security, then look no further than Whalefin. Whalefin is a new product powered by Amber Group. It combines the institutional grade features of the Amber Pro and the intuitive user interface and features of the Amber app. As we enter the metaverse, individual wealth is being built and managed in totally new ways. Whalefin is an all-in-one digital asset platform serving as the gateway to the metaverse and your secure digital wealth partner. Guys, Whalefin combines the world's best investing technology with valuable investment research. It provides the best prices from 100+ exchanges and venues, all, as I said, with institutional backing and institutional grade security. If you're looking for more information and the perfect platform for trading and investing, then please go to www.thewolfofallstreets.link/Whalefin. That's /WHALEFIN. Check them out now. Is that the reason that you specifically chose blockchain technology? Obviously, you could have probably found a number of ways to do it. What was it about the blockchain technology that made you choose to go in this direction?
You know, I have to say that I'm new to the blockchain space. I don't know too much about it, but what I do know from what I've learned And I think the best example that I've heard is the way, the information is stored everywhere. So there's no central control. And the best analogy I've heard about that is comparing the Yapese stone money. I don't know if you know about the Yapese stone money, but
of course,
they were mined in Palau and carried on canoes to Yap, and the value was based really on how many lives were really it took to make this stone money, and it doesn't matter where it's located. It could be in somebody's yard here. It could be in front of this men's meeting house over here. It's in the Rock Islands in Palau. It's in the bottom of the Pacific Ocean because the canoe capsized. But there's a story, and every citizen and every person in Yap knows the story, and that's how that information is protected and taken care of. And so I think that's really what the blockchain is all about. It's about decentralizing, but really giving people back their freedom and giving them the control of the system. So at least that's my limited understanding of it, and just what's available and what can be done with it from what I've seen is just, it's a whole new world, or as we say in Earth 2 or Sandbox. It is a new world, and it's about harnessing this new technology and really using it to improve people's lives. I ran on the platform that people first. How do we improve people's lives? And this giving them the opportunity. The blockchain really gives them freedom. That's what it's all about.
I love the story of the Yap stones. I'm a huge fan of the book *Sapiens*, and I believe that it's discussed there as a part of the history of money. And it's really refreshing to hear a president of a nation talk about decentralization and giving freedom and power back to the people, not something that you necessarily expect. Where does that instinct come from, do you believe? Why is that so important to you?
Well, Palau has been around for thousands of years. Over the years, we at one point we were under the Spanish and the Germans, then the Japanese, and then the Americans. But I guess we were always free to hunt and gather and be in control of our own destiny. And so freedom has always been something that our people have strived for. So in 1994, when we gained our independence and got to launch our flag, it was so important for us that even though how tiny we are, being recognized in the world as a nation and being a free and democratic country that can speak their language, that preserves their culture, that takes care of their environment. That's what it's all about. It's about exercising those rights. So now you're taking it down to an individual level and giving them that freedom. I think that's what it's all about. It's not being controlled by some big government or some big entity. That's what the blockchain is about breaking that down, breaking down those barriers. So maybe that's, as a small country coming from a small nation, we like freedom and not being dominated by, let's say, the big boys or big companies. So,
well, it's incredible to hear, and it's an inspiration. And my understanding is that when you get digital residency, you obviously get a digital identity card, which you get one copy of that's physical, and I love this, one copy that's an NFT. Is that correct?
That's correct. So we hopefully that's this will be a new trend, and it will really help those people that sign up to really get the freedom that they want.
And how popular would you say? Sorry, how popular would you say crypto is in general amongst the citizens of Palau?
Well, it's very new, and so people don't really understand it. And so even in getting the digital residency passed, when we were talking about the crypto exchange, there was a lot of fear because you watch Bitcoin and today it's 40,000, tomorrow it's 60,000, and they're saying, our limited funds here, if we're going to go crypto, maybe we're going to go bankrupt, or those are and so it's really understanding. So we had to break it down and say, digital residency is one thing that we're talking about. The crypto exchange is something else, and then the stablecoin is something else, and then cryptocurrencies are something else. So it's really breaking it down and explaining it to the people. And I think as people get more familiar with it, gain a better understanding, then it becomes easier. So it's really about education. And this is really the first step. So there's people here that already trade in crypto, but it's not the majority. So
it's not the majority anywhere, I don't think. So
Yeah,
that's you're not unique there, which is probably good. It means that we're very early. Do you see a world where you could have more digital residents than physical citizens of the nation?
Yeah, I see that's really the great opportunity that we have with this is there's no limit, right, to the digital residents. You can have as many that want to be part of this program as possible. So yes, we definitely see Estonia started this program. They have about 80,000. You know, we don't know what's out there, but we definitely need to try. And we have 20,000 people. So if we have 20,000 digital residents, fantastic. That'll be, something exciting. And if it exceeds it, we're okay with that too. I mean, we want to be open to the world, welcome people, and we're a tourism destination. We're known for our environment and known for being welcome and welcoming people. And we want people to know about our hospitality and welcome them through the digital world now to Palau.
Well, I have a feeling that quite a few of your digital residents will want to come visit the land and actually experience it where they're a resident of. It would make a lot of sense. So before we're done, how does somebody actually apply to become a digital resident? Are there qualifications? Will you accept anyone who goes through the process? How does it work?
Well, there's of course going to be a site that they can go to. They can sign up. We will then they'll put in all the information. Then we go through a verification process. After that verification process is done to make sure we meet those KYC AML requirements, then the residency is given. So the digital ID is given. And that really is all done through the blockchain and through the technology that we have available to us already. And, Cryptic Labs is really our partner to make sure that happens in the most efficient and effective way possible. So I think we're very soon ready to be able to launch this program. The law is in place, and now it's just about implementing that law and making sure it's available to the world. So we're working hard with our partners to make sure that that's available very soon.
Well, it's incredibly exciting, and I can't wait to see it play out and to apply for my own digital residency. So hopefully I'll become a resident, maybe one day even a citizen of Palau.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we do have one caveat in that our Palauan constitution says one of your parents has to be a Palauan. So that's why we can only go with this. So yeah.
I'll take residency. It's enough. It's enough. Well, thank you so much for.
But we definitely would want all the visitors, all the residents to come and visit Palau. I mean, that's one of the side benefits, and we would love to have them come and visit and see what Palau is all about. So we welcome you. Come and visit us.
I will absolutely come and visit. That's going to happen for sure once I become a resident. Well, thank you so much once again. It's an honor to have this conversation with you, and it's an inspirational vision, and one that I feel probably many nations will be following in your footsteps down the road to offer a similar program. So thank you for doing this.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Scott.